can see chat.
Hello, everyone. How are you today? I hear people talking about Friday the 13th.
Yes, it is Friday the 13th.
So, Mary Lou, I'm sorry. I don't know why. Why is your husband in the ICU? I don't know what is going on.
Oh, I didn't know that either. I'm sorry, Mary Lou.
But
That's
then she's got
terrible.
COVID.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
she
rough.
can't go up there even.
Oh, that's terrible. What a
So,
horrible stroke of luck.
right? I know.
When it rains, it pours, right?
Right. Yeah. So, sorry. That stinks.
And
Right?
I didn't end on the right row, everybody. So I'm just doing I got to do my last 3 little
Yeah.
rows of single crochet.
She's
So.
adding on a little bit here. So,
Well, by the time we say hi to everybody.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? I have my dehumidifier running. Let me turn that off because it's
Oh,
very
okay.
loud.
Okay. Jody's here and Emma's here and Dawn.
There, that's probably better, isn't it?
Yeah, a little quieter.
Yeah.
Melinda, Jennifer, who else? Linda. Your youngest is 24. Oh my goodness.
Who said that?
Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer.
Her,
You're not that old.
her youngest is 24. Hey, Deborah and Brenda. They just popped in.
Hi, everybody.
How's everybody doing? Today's another one of those kind of rainy, gloomy, icky kinds of days.
Yes, it is. And I'm hoping that rain continues.
Is it raining there now?
Yes, it's been raining all day.
Oh, see, it's not raining here now.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I looked at the radar, here was the radar, right? Here's the radar. Here's Michigan. Which way shows Michigan? This one does. Here's the radar. I'm here, right? I'm here.
Yeah.
And the rain is like going up here. Woo. So it's kind of above me. Yeah, that would hit you.
Which means it's hitting me.
Yeah, it would hit you. It's not raining here right now.
It is not like a hard rain, but it has been like just kind of a steady light rain all day.
Yeah, it only rained for a little bit and then it stopped, and it's really just like sprinkles, really. Hello, Marilyn. As a matter of fact, that's why Dale is out putting in a gate for the farmer down the way. So
that I'm hoping that it keeps raining because Mindy didn't know. I always talk about how we have the haunted train at my local county park that we participate in. And she, until I talked to her yesterday, thought that we were just like going and riding on the train and enjoying the festivities.
Yeah.
She didn't realize that me and my family actually host a site on the route of the train and decorate it and do the scaring. So we have to be there from like 6 o'clock in the evening to like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I
did not know.
And dress up in costumes and scare the train riders.
You know what I said? I said, "To hell with that." I'm not doing that. No.
Well, like I said, the reason we started doing it all these years ago was because our kids needed 50 community service hours for high school graduation. And so it was an easy way to get community service hours.
How many rows do you do for the popcorn pumpkin?
Well, it depends. I don't know. It depends on the size.
It depends on who you are, Marilyn.
Yeah.
Angie did, I don't know how many she did. I did until my yarn ran out. That's what I did. This is my yarn.
I've got 12 bobbles.
You got 12 rows?
12 bobbles, yeah. Hey, what's it? Oh, 5 little monsters, right?
So I've got 15. Mine is longer.
I probably could have kept going.
Yeah. So I did 15. I think I like how it's gonna, I've put it together like this a few times, like how big is this thing gonna look when I'm done? So it's like gonna be like this big, but I think it's gonna be fine. And I discovered, I thought I was gonna run out of yarn and not even be able to make a decent size pumpkin with this, because this bobble stitch was taking up so much yarn.
It is definitely a yarn eater, that's for sure.
So that's why I just kept going until I couldn't do another repeat with that. So I stopped where I stopped. But I have 15 rows of bobbles. Hi, Sherry. Hello, Michelle. So, yep, that's where I stopped. And I told Angie, I said, this one's not going to be very big.
No, in fact, we talked about it because at first we thought this was going to be our bottom pumpkin.
Yeah.
But now I think that this is going to be probably either my middle or my top pumpkin, and I'm going to make the.
Wow, I'm going back to our chat together to find the pattern because that's the quickest way for me to find it.
Oh, I've got it right now, and actually it has it that the small pumpkin from the pattern has 12 repeat rows. So
Okay, so you're right on.
Yeah.
I just went bigger. I went bigger.
Yes, Melinda, yarn chicken for sure.
You know what I was going to say though? When I went back to our chat together, there's a pending message here I never sent to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd started messaging you of something and I never sent it. So I'm deleting it now. It was about your retreat payment.
Oh, did it go through?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. That's the weirdest thing in the world.
I know. I haven't checked it. Oops, I don't want that pattern. That was wrong. No, not that one. I want the bobble pattern. Bobble stitch. Bobble stitch. So.
Okay. So I got just a little bit. How many yards was your skein of yarn?
They're not very much. They're
mine is only 145, so mine aren't that big either.
Mine's only 115.
Oh, okay.
That's meters. That's meters.
Oh, that's meters. Yeah, mine's 133 meters.
Yes, Mary Lou, we're going to do all 3 different stitches, which you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, you can do them all bobble if you want.
Yep.
Highly customizable.
Yep. So finish off, cut your yarn, and leave a long tail.
Long tail. Yep.
How long a tail would you like?
I don't know. I left mine about that long.
I don't know. I'm leaving an extra long tail because I don't know.
Now it says to bring the 2 short ends together and stitch them together to make a
Well, I have to finish this off first of all here.
Oh.
I didn't, I told you earlier I didn't finish it. Like, yeah. Okay, there, done. Okay, now.
It says bring the 2 short ends together and stitch together to make a circle. So now are we supposed to use new yarn or are we supposed to use this tail?
I'm thinking we're using the tail.
Well, because then it says weave the yarn around the bottom edge like a running stitch and pull tight to cinch it close.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to get my yarn needle.
Well, I'm actually gonna just single crochet mine together because I don't have a yarn needle with me.
I was going to say, are you single crocheting them together or just slip stitching them together?
Well, let me do it inside out and then
I watched somebody yesterday. They were doing a sweater. They were seaming up a sweater.
Uh-huh.
And she just used her crochet hook to slip stitch them together.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I rarely use a tapestry needle. If I can get away with not using a tapestry needle, I do.
I'm a needle girl.
I don't like sewing. I'd rather do it with a hook and yarn.
I'll needle it. Okay, so we're just sewing these guys together here.
Yep, and I'm just gonna slip stitch mine together.
That's what you
do. I put on a new length of yarn so that now I'm gonna have a tail at the top and the bottom. So when we go to stuff them and cinch them together, I'll be able to use those long tails for both sides. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of do. Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to go along and slip stitch, slippy slip.
And I'm just sewing away.
Yeah, I've had enough of being outside this week anyways. I'm not an outside, I used to be an outdoorsy girl when I was younger, but I've been outside a lot this week. You're just I
don't like to go out of my house person these days.
These days, yes, I am. I don't
but
even
now you're having to.
I know. Sucks.
That's what happens when you have that kid.
I know. And I was the one who made the rule that he has to participate in some sort of extracurricular activity. I mean, in band, I guess it's semi-extracurricular. It's partially during the school day, but, there's a lot of after-school stuff.
Right. It's funny when you talked to me the other day about the community service to graduate.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
50 hours.
was never a thing. Community service just to graduate. It's not a
Yep.
thing.
They have to have 50 hours.
Now, if you wanted to be in like the honor society,
Oh yeah, no, that's more. That's
then
like,
they'd have to do community service, but
yeah.
not everybody. I
Oh
never
yeah,
did.
no. At our in our school district, every child has to have 50 hours of community
No,
service to graduate.
I don't know. I don't know anybody around here who's had to do that.
That's been that way since my girls both, and Emily's 29, so she graduated in 2013. So it's been that way at least that long.
I found that interesting. My other tail keeps getting involved here. I don't
Extra
need
tail involvement.
Yeah, I don't need that tail to get into my stitches here. But it does it every time. Go away. Like,
It wants to be part of it.
it does. It keeps getting caught right in here. Like, dang it all. Don't do it. Does. It grabs it every time. It's because that tail is down here. And I can't even make it like, I tried to tuck it inside the pumpkin, see if it just keeps flopping out. Keeps flopping out.
Mindy's got a floppy tail.
I do. Got floppy tail. Hello, Anita. I'm glad you caught us live. Yay. Oh, it goes much faster when I don't have to keep pulling that other tail out of the way.
Okay, I'm already done. See?
Well,
look, stitching is super fast. Super fast.
Okay, I'm not done.
Oh yeah, 4-H would be good for community service hours too. Yeah. It would, and Nate actually was asked to his bus driver because he rides the bus home from school, but Jeff takes him in the morning. But he rides the bus home every day, except for the days he has band after school.
What did they do with 4-H for community service? I mean, my kids were in 4-H always, but there was not any like community service part of it. I mean, they took care of their animals and did their projects and went to the fair. They didn't do community service though.
But Nate's bus driver asked him if he would be a bus assistant for the elementary grades. So he's going to stay on the bus because elementary schools get out at 2:30 high school gets out at 2:30 and elementary gets out at 3:30. So he's going to stay on the bus and ride around with the elementary kids and help them get off the bus.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Well, there's another thing we don't have around here.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
I have my seam. I have my seam. Okay. Now we're going to run like a slip stitch around this top part.
Yes.
So we're just going to like start weaving our needle
just pull
in
your
and out.
tail in and out of. I'm not doing every stitch. I'm doing like every other.
I'm just running it through. That's all I'm doing.
Just kind of like you would do if you were making a hat.
I've never done a hat. I've never done a hat that you close like this.
Yeah, if you do a brim up hat, they close like this.
Yeah, I only made a couple hats and you never did this.
Oh, you did top down hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, brim up hats. Yeah, close like this when you get close to the.
Yeah.
Can't reduce anymore.
I gotta make another slouchy hat though.
Did Josh request a new one?
Well, he was here when I got one of my yarn subscription boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And he loved the yarn.
Oh.
And, that's going to be enough to do a hat probably. But
right.
I still can't get a slouchy hat the way he likes them.
Oh.
I can't get them real slouchy.
Is it the size or the pattern, do you think? Or both?
I don't know. I don't know. How's that? I just don't know.
Okay.
Is that a good enough answer for you?
Sure.
Okay. They're just not his slouchy hats.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. The last one I made got close.
Okay.
They help the younger kids at meetings and with camp projects. Okay. Yeah, my kids, I never really did anything that I thought was like community service when they were in 4-H. They just did their own thing. took care of their own animals and their own craft projects and whatever they were doing. It's interesting how things are different for different people and different places.
Different areas, yep.
Yeah.
Well, just like I was talking to Deborah Mosley, because her son is also in band, and he's the same age as Nate. And she, of course, lives in Texas.
They are the same age?
Yes. Yep, they're both 15. And in Texas, band, like they have band competitions. Like it's a big deal.
I know. I saw that one band that she posted. That wasn't her son's, though, was it?
No, that she's. I was talking to her about it because I sent her some video of Nate's performance because they had a band showcase on Wednesday. It's not exactly a competition, but they do get like not judged, but more critiqued on various aspects of their performance. And so I sent her some video of that, and she's like, well, I'm not allowed to send, because we're still in competition season, we're not allowed to send video of their performance.
And you're like, what?
I know. I was like, are you kidding? That's crazy dedicated. I'm trying to pull this tail up through the inside, and I'm getting a snap.
I'm trying to tighten mine, and
there
it's
we go.
not.
I've got mine. It says that because the bobbles are a thick stitch that you might not be able to get it super duper tight.
Oh, I can't get it super duper tight?
Yeah, but you said you might not be able
like
to.
How big of a hole?
Well, this is how big my hole is.
Well, thank you for sharing your hole. Where's your hole? I can't get my hole that small. And I don't want to pull much tighter. I'm afraid I'm gonna.
I got a nice tight hole.
Thank you. Thank you, Angie.
I'm sorry I had to. I couldn't resist.
I know. One week we're talking about condoms. Next week it's holes. Oh, I got it a little bit tighter there. Let's see. Yeah, it just doesn't want to go much.
And then it says to stitch it in place so it's
Angie, you'll like this. Here's my hole right here. Look.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty big, Mindy. I think you better.
It's just a finger's worth.
Oh, okay. I thought it.
Did you see? That's my finger.
Oh, okay.
My finger's sticking out my hole.
Now I turned mine inside out, and I'm just going to run it through the back of a couple stitches to secure it tightly and tie it.
Yeah, I can't get it any smaller. I'm not even gonna try.
Oh, Maddie's home.
Oh,
she came home earlier. She had taken a half day off because she's going up north this weekend. But then she went shopping. So now she's back from going shopping. So I hope she was successful. She had ordered some jeans on Amazon and they didn't fit.
Well, that's why I don't buy clothes online. I'm kidding.
Well, it worked for me. It worked out well for me because they fit me.
Oh, I
need jeans. I've been losing weight and none of my jeans fit.
I could never buy clothes online like that. I mean, shirts maybe, but not.
Yeah, not pants. Pants are tough to order online.
Yeah. Well, my hole's not too bad, I guess. It's all right.
I'm pretty happy with my hole at this point.
Well, I'm glad you're happy with your hole.
I'm gonna run just down the hallway to the craft room and grab my stuffing. It'll just take me a hot second.
I was like, what's she doing now? Now she's Yeah, I do have a little bit of a hole at the bottom, so it's okay. I thought about that, but I'm like, do I really care that it's got a little hole in the bottom? I don't really care.
And I just have a small amount of polyfill here. Just this, how big is this? 40-ounce bag of polyfill, it's huge. It's ginormous. It's like the size of 2 bed pillows. I don't know. Don't ask me why I have so much
Well, you were clearly going to do something.
Polyfill. Yeah, I was. I had intentions, but who knows what they might have been.
You know what, Deborah? Was it Deborah? Yeah, I sewed it together a little bit. I did.
So then I assume we're just going to stuff it.
I'm still playing with my hole. playing with my hole.
Oh, it's saying to do your cinching across the top before you put your stuffing in, but I would think you would
Well,
put the stuffing
no.
in first.
Yeah.
It says to just stitch it and then leave a small
Yeah.
opening for your stuffing, but I think I would rather stuff mine first. And a lesson I learned when you're working with polyfill, and I learned this the hard way, is it's better to take small amounts and pull it apart a little bit and then like reform it and stuff it in than to just grab it out of the bag and a big handful.
Now I feel like I just made myself a beanie.
I know. A teeny little beanie.
A teeny weeny beanie.
A teeny weeny beanie.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear bags. I hear shopping bags. She must have been successful.
Is this the jeans? We're still on.
Did you get jeans, Maddie? I got buy one get one free jeans. Ooh, buy one get one free jeans.
Wow.
Where at?
Aeropostale.
Oh, that's an odd place to go.
I know. I didn't even know.
Where did she get jeans?
Aeropostale.
Oh.
It's like a teenager store in the mall.
Yeah.
I know. But they're nice jeans. I got a pair of shoes too.
Oh, nice.
I'd probably go to Walmart.
Hey, Jody.
I haven't had a pair of jeans in I don't even know how long.
What did you miss? You didn't miss. I'm just stuffing my hole.
And I just closed up my hole. My
She had to tighten her hole.
my hole needed a couple stitches to. God. I think I'm gonna put some of my stuffing in now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, putting some in now. I don't know how stuffed I want it. I think I might have too much in there. No, that looks about right by the time by the time I cinch it up.
See, look.
I might want to put a little bit more in
Look at
there
that.
after I get it
Look.
to the top.
Looky, it's a little punky. It's a little punky.
Did you already put your stuffing in?
Yeah.
Well, I was a lot. I spent a lot longer tufting my.
I didn't. I might put a little more in. I'm gonna,
Yeah, I'm gonna put some more in too.
it might require a little more, but we'll see. All
This is a great project because you don't have to weave in any tails.
right. Just stuff them in there.
Stuff them in.
Except that one tail, was causing me some trouble. Kept wanting to get involved in my project.
Okay. And I was at Joanne's last night. I went there specifically with the intention of it was part of my intention was to look at their picks and stuff, fall picks to
Oh,
to
yeah,
put
for
in
this. To see if you
Yeah,
want
for
to
this.
do.
Yeah, and they didn't have anything small enough.
Oh.
You know what I mean? They were all like quite large, where it would have definitely overpowered the pumpkins. So I don't know if they were just sold out of their smaller stuff or.
I haven't honestly looked.
Oh, I got a text today, just in case anybody's interested, and it's kind of fortuitous timing because I was going to place an order with Hirschner's yesterday, and I couldn't find a coupon code that was valid, and so I didn't place my order. And then just before we went live, I got a text from them. Today is I Love Yarn Day.
What?
Yeah, and there's a coupon code for 23% off all yarn at Hirschner's.
I need some things from Hirschner's.
I
We're
know.
talking about that yarn.
Yeah, that willow yarn.
Yeah.
Hirschner, 23% is a good deal. I mean, that's a lot.
Why are people just screaming at me from every direction for my money?
I know, exactly. I have spent so much money on freaking craft supplies.
Why does everybody want my money?
I know, I feel the same way.
Like, stop it. Stop it.
I feel like I'm putting too much stuffing in here, but I want it.
You're still stuffing?
Well, yes.
I'm closing.
I started closing and then I I am closing as well.
Oh, okay. I
Adding more
didn't
as
even
I
look
go.
at what you had going on there.
Yeah. Just adding some more as I'm getting it closer to being all the way closed. Because there's a little bit of poochiness at the top. Whoops.
I think I want a little over here. Just a little in here, right here. Yeah. See, this is what I was thinking, is that when we got closer to actually cinching it down,
Yeah.
we might want to adjust a little. Okay.
Oh, and then you know how Jeff always likes to make deals with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is
So
he out of deal mode?
Huh?
Is he out of deals?
Well, he's searching to make deals right now.
Oh, he is wanting to deal.
Yeah, he wants to deal. Yeah.
Oh, so that's good for you.
Right. So we were
I guess it's good for you.
Well, it's good for both of us, I guess. I mean, he gets what he wants and I get what I want.
Oh my God.
But it's funny because he went with me out to Joanne's Aunt Michael's last night, and he wanted to go to Harbor Freight, so he rode with me. And we were going to get something to eat. Maddie and Nate had gone to the movies. And so it was just the two of us for dinner. And I wanted Long John Silver's, which, not to sound like a cheap ass or whatever, but Long John Silver's is kind of expensive. I mean, it's not like going to McDonald's, you know what I mean? It's a little pricey. So I had to make a deal to be able to get Long John Silver's.
Oh Jesus.
Yes.
Just to get food?
Uh-huh.
You gotta make deals for food? I thought it was just for crafting supplies.
No, it was for special food.
Christ.
Yes. So so I made the deal to get the food that I wanted. And then we had to, they had to make our fish. They didn't have enough ready. And she said, okay, it's going to be like 5 minutes because we've got to cook fresh. And I'm like, okay, I don't have a problem with that. So she's like, well, just have a seat and I'll bring it out. And so we sat down and I was just looking at Facebook and stuff. And I didn't realize how much time had passed. And all of a sudden Jeff goes, he goes, you didn't realize how long we've been sitting here? And I'm like, oh, wow, it has been a while. And I'm like, what time is it on the receipt that we, paid or whatever? And he looked and we had been sitting there for 20 minutes.
Just to get your food.
Just waiting for our food. So I very politely went up to the counter and just asked, how much longer it would be. And they had forgotten about us. Yeah, they had forgotten about us. And she gave us our money back and gave us free cheesecake.
Did you get your food?
Yeah, got our food, free cheesecake, and our money back. So I didn't have to fulfill my end of the deal, is my point.
Oh, because you didn't have to pay for it.
Right.
He didn't have to pay for it.
Right. He was disappointed when she gave us our money back.
Dang it. I wonder if I can still stuff a little bit in this one corner over here.
I think I did pretty good stuffing gradually.
I need just a little more over here, I think.
Now I'm just going to...
I got still got a little hole there, so...
I'm just going to continue to stick my hook in and
could we do a cross stitch pattern for a face on the pumpkin? We could.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what? That would be so easy. You wouldn't even have to do a pattern. You could just take some black yarn and your tapestry needle and just do it as if you were carving a pumpkin face.
I started watching this new chick. She does a lot of amigurumi.
Oh, okay. Who is it?
I don't even know. I'd have to go look and tell you. There, what do you think? What do you think of my little pumpkin? My little pumpkin's so cute. I like him. See, it still looks like it's needing some right there. He looks lopsided. I got a lopsided pumpkin over here.
Oh, I like mine. Mine looks super cute. I love it.
This
looks good.
Right there.
He looks perfect.
Aren't they cute?
But he's definitely a top pumpkin rather than a bottom pumpkin because he's taller than he is wide. Yeah, yours almost looks more gordish.
Yeah, Like
Yeah.
mine's very, very round. I think maybe my extra rounds did that.
Yes,
For me.
I think you're right. Yes. So
My
this
extra
guy's
rounds
definitely going to go on top.
changed my shape.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Changed my shape. Anyhow, the whole point of this story with this chick I started following that I can't remember. Did I follow her though? I don't even know if I followed her or if I just watched her. I might not have her in my subscriptions. Anyhow, she was doing a what can I make in 24 hours?
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And she was making these cute ass little ice cream cones. They were adorable.
Ice cream cones.
Yes. So she made the little cones and then made little ice cream on the top of them.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah. And she ended up making 7 of them in 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it was pretty entertaining. I was entertained.
She just freehanded it?
The faces she did, she made her own patterns. She makes her own patterns for stuff like that. So anyhow, there's my little pumpkin. I could sew up this one at the top if I wanted to, but I think we're going to just cover it.
Yeah, I'm just going to cover it.
I've got like a finger hole here.
I don't even have a finger hole. Well, maybe, no, not even a finger hole, but maybe like a crochet, like a 5 millimeter.
And see, your yarn, I would tug more with your yarn than this yarn.
Yes. Yeah,
this
mine is
baby yarn, and I don't want to.
Well, this is baby too, but it's got wool in it.
Yeah, mine's just all soft and. So I don't know, what color am I going to do now? We talked about.
I'm going to do my yellow because I want my yellow to be my big guy. So I'm going to do my bottom pumpkin now.
Well, I really wanted my orange to be the bottom, but we're going to try to make a bigger pumpkin now. We're thinking the next stitch won't use up as much yarn and we can make this one bigger.
Now, do we have a pattern link for maybe we should have talked about this ahead of time.
Hang on.
Do we have a pattern link for
let me go. My phone won't do what I want it to do. Stop. Why is my phone is frozen up?
Uh-oh.
Stop freezing up. What are you doing?
Do I have it in my
Go to our messenger.
Our messenger? That's what I was thinking.
So in our messenger, if you go back a little ways, we have this one for the ribbed. There's 2 for ribbed. There's 2 ribbed ones.
Okay, I got to go back a little ways here because we've been talking.
There's a free crochet pattern pumpkin 3 sizes, and there's easy ribbed crochet pumpkin video tutorial. Well, let's go to the one that's a pattern.
Yeah, this one here, this
Sarah Maker.
Oh, I was looking at
go back a little
Windigo Road. Okay.
Back a little further. Look, Sarah Maker has.
It doesn't tell me who the person is.
I know.
Oh, okay. Is it this one?
One's a video and one's a pattern.
Well, I've got 2 that are patterns and 1 video. Oh no, this is a video. I've got this Windingo is a pattern.
Windingo.
This one, Windingo Road, you sent me. This looks like the ribbed one.
Oh nope! I did go back up higher.
Okay.
I was really just.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me copy this and paste it in the
Yeah, because there was a video after that one.
How do I copy? Okay, well, let me just go there first.
Is it Sarah? Did it come up?
Sarah Maker. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Sarah Maker.
Yep. Okay.
Jody. No.
Copy. Now let me go back to YouTube and I will put that in the chat. So that is the link for the cable pumpkin, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So I was using that other girl's for the sizing.
Right. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And do you remember how wide ours was? This last one we just did? How many inches wide it was?
It was supposed to be, I just got off the site, darn it.
I don't remember what we made it.
I think it was 31. We did 31 chains.
We did 30. I
Well-
did 30 because I ended up with 29. I remember
Okay.
that now.
Oh,
29.
right. You're right. It was 30.
So we
Yeah.
want this one to be wider than that to make it bigger.
Well, the number of chains is going to be how tall.
That's what I
it's gonna
meant.
be.
I'm thinking the width of the fabric.
Right. The number of rows we
Yeah.
do is going to be how
Yeah.
wide it's going to be.
The width
Okay.
of the fabric is how many we chain. So what is she giving us here for?
I'm still trying to find her because I'm on 2 different devices here.
Oh, see, this one starts with a chain of 21. That's for the small. Okay, what's she? Medium, 31. Large, 41. That's just a tiny bit bigger.
Well, I'm just going to be honest with you, I'm just going to compare it to this one.
Which is going to be harder to do now that we put them together. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think it's going to be easier to do. Oh, no, you're right, because the ends won't be there. Yeah, you're right.
We don't have our flat rectangle.
Correct.
That's why I was wondering how wide our flat rectangle was when we started.
I don't think we measured.
Was it 4.5? Was it?
Yes, that sounds about right.
4.5 inches.
That kind of sounds right.
We want this to be bigger, so
Yeah.
we want it to get to at least 5.5.
Oh, I want mine probably to be 6.5.
Oh, you're gonna go that large?
Yeah, because I think this is going to end up being my top pumpkin, and my blue one will be my middle pumpkin.
Oh, see, I was thinking that was gonna be my middle.
Oh, yeah, I don't want one any smaller than this. I want this to be my smallest one.
Mm. Well, you're going big.
I'm going big.
Do you have enough yarn?
Yeah, I had plenty.
will
I
it
had plenty left over of the orange.
Will it make one that large?
Oh, yeah, because this next one, this rib stitch is not going to be as much of a yarn eater as the bobbles.
Why did I get an ad for Dollar? It's a blog. I know that, but I don't want the Dollar General ad.
It's a blog. All right. So it says that the large is 6 inches wide and 6 inches tall.
Where's it show you?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Where did it say that?
Oh, down in the middle where it's at the beginning of the pattern where it says crochet pumpkin pattern.
Oh, why are hers rounded at the top?
Well, she might close hers a little bit differently. She's putting a stem on them. She had a stem on hers.
Yeah.
Well, the top one would look cute with a stem, actually.
You know what? Somebody else used a cinnamon stick.
Yes, I've seen people use cinnamon sticks.
Okay, so we've got to chain until we decide that we're good.
Tell however tall you want it, but it's definitely got to be more. This one was 4.5 inches, so it's definitely got to be more than 4.5 inches. Yes, you're right, Jody. It's frozen because it's not an iPhone.
So 41, let's see. $41 makes us
you want this to be 6 inches.
That could not have been 4.5 inches before.
No,
4.5 inches is only like, well, I don't know, maybe it could have. No, I think we did more like 5 or 5.5 or something.
All right.
With 41, I get to almost 8 inches.
Okay, I'm at 30 right now. I'm still trying to. Okay, small size. Let me get to large size. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what. Okay.
What did she say for the large?
41, chain 41.
Right, but we don't know inches.
I don't have my tape measure with me. I don't think I'm quite 8 inches. I'll grab my tape. Here's my tape. I'm just using it.
I don't know. I like this. I like the 41, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna like that.
Do you like how we just make this up as we go? You guys? Okay, I'm doing this. Look, I'm measuring with my other pumpkin.
And this is, yeah, I'm at 8.5 inches with 41 chains.
Is that big enough to be bigger?
Yes, yeah, that's definitely big enough to be bigger for sure.
I mean,
I'm gonna here's what I'm doing. I'm putting the end at the hole
Angie,
and wrapping it around.
Angie.
You see what I'm doing though?
No, look what I did.
What did you do?
Look.
Oh.
I'm measuring my thing on my pumpkin. Right.
Great minds think alike.
And so it really is only about 1/2 an inch bigger.
Yeah. Mine's about, well, I'm stretching it now. Let me not stretch.
Yeah, don't stretch.
Mine's probably about 1.5 inches bigger.
Is it really? How far
Mm-hmm.
how far past your hole did you go? Oh, you took it all off now.
But it's about 1.5 inches past the hole.
Mine's not. Mine
I'm
is,
okay with that though. I'm good with that.
I don't
So
think,
I'm gonna go with her.
I don't know if mine's big
representation of
enough.
41.
I don't know if mine's big enough.
Throw some more on there.
Throw some more on there. Just throw some on there. So should I go another 10? That would be kind of long. 10.
If you don't go 10, you might have to go like 6.
If I do 46, that makes it 45 when I'm
Right.
okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm going with that. Now I went back to look at our measurements that we used for the 1st
Mhm.
pumpkin,
Yeah.
and it said it was gonna be 9 inches wide, which is long, and 4.5 inches tall. But I swear
Yeah.
I swear our piece was wider than that.
I
Maybe
think it
it
was
wasn't.
too. I don't know.
I don't
Maybe.
know. Okay, now I got to go back to this pattern. Oh, but it was right there still waiting for me. I don't want to seam though.
So in the second chain from hook, we are going to make what? Starting in second chain from hook and working in back loop only for all stitches, make 4 slip stitches, 8 single crochet, 6.5 double crochet, 8 single crochet, 4 slip stitches. I see. This is how she's getting the rounded.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No, I don't either.
I don't want to do that.
No.
Can we just?
All we need to do really is back loop only half double crochet, and that's going to give us the ribbed look.
Yeah, I don't like.
That's all
her.
it is a back loop
I don't
only
like.
half
I
double.
don't like that pattern.
So let's just do. Okay, let's single crochet in the second chain from hook, and do a single crochet all the way down.
Okay, we're just going to single crochet everything right now.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like that pattern of hers.
No, that's how she got those rounded tops though. Do you know what I mean? She made instead of just puckering it and cinching it like we did,
Right.
he made it rounded in her stitching by doing the slip stitches, then single crochets, then half double crochets.
That gets too confusing.
Yeah. Plus, we want to stack them and. Although for stacking, that may actually make a more solid space, but I don't want to. I'm just going to go with this. So our first row, we'll just single crochet all the way down your chain. And then we will alternate. And then on your next row, row 2, we'll chain 1 and turn and do a back loop only half double in each stitch. And then we'll alternate rows. So one row will be single crochets, and then the next row will be back loop only half doubles. And that'll give us the ribbed look, and then all your ribbing will be on the same side if you alternate it with a row of single in between. Make sense?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, you're right, Melinda. Yep. Yeah, Mindy had more rows, so mine is taller than it is wide, but that's okay because it can just be my little pumpkin now. Little pumpkin. All right, so chain 1, back loop only, half double.
Okay, I'm at the end. Chain 1 and turn.
Yep.
Now, do we do right in that very first stitch I have?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Do it right
And in the
there.
back loop.
Yep.
Back loop and all of these.
Yep. The chain 1 doesn't count.
You know how much I love doing all the back loop stuff. It's so much fun. This lady that was making this sweater I was watching, she did this thing at the end where she did a whole row of front loop only stitches.
Well, I did front loop. That's what I did with that sweater I was making, and it made it look kind of ribbed. As I did front loop only.
Well, the reason she did a front loop was because it was around the whole perimeter of the sweater on the inside, to make like a little trim.
Yeah.
And so she just did a row of single crochet, and then when she did front loop only, when she'd reversed, it made the ribbing part pop out where she wanted it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I haven't started a new crochet project in quite some time, other than our, crochet alongs. I've just been working on, I made that sweater. But that was it was size 6 super bulky yarn. So it worked up super, super fast. I mean, I made it in like a week. So, but other than that, I've just been working on my Afghan, or not my Afghan, my bedspread.
Oh, okay.
Thread. Yeah. And I've actually been diamond painting quite a bit, and I've actually gotten a lot back into cross stitch. So I've been cross stitching quite a bit too. But anyways, that Just Vintage Crochet channel, she put out a sweater pattern yesterday. I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was the day before. No, it must have been the day before yesterday. For a 1970s sweater jacket, and I just fell in love with it. So I went over to my yarn stash and found some yarns, and I started making that sucker.
Huh. You're going to have to remind me what that Hirschner's code is again.
Oh, yeah, I did. I don't think I told you. You know what? I'll put it in chat just in case anybody is interested in that. It is... I
want to try that yarn we talked about.
Oh, I got to look on my... Let's see. Let me see.
Oh, no. Anita's got a sinus infection.
ILVY yarn 23.
I don't know if I got anything from them. I got something from Dreamer Designs for Friday the 13th. Take 13% off today.
What did you get?
$13. Dreamer Designs.
Oh, they did.
They had I think
Oh.
it's $13 off.
I put the code in the chat for Hirschner's for the 23% off. It's good through tomorrow.
Do you like this
Okay,
one?
how come I don't see it? Oh, there it is.
Is this weird?
No, it's super cute.
ILVY. Oh, yarn.
Yep.
23. I love yarn 23.
And I've got so much in my cart right now at Hirschner's. I need to pare it down a little.
Do you really?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Tons of Christmas Afghans
Oh.
kits.
I don't have any Afghan kits.
They're in my cart. I didn't buy them yet, but they're in my cart.
I understood. I have a little Halloween, I think, amigurumi. Maybe it's not Halloween. That wouldn't make sense. I don't know. I got something in there. And then I have a whole bunch of that yarn because I was trying to come up with 6 colors I liked.
Right.
So I put them in my cart so I could look at them.
Easier. That's what I was just going to say. It's easier to look at the colors all together.
Yeah.
And put them in your cart so you can kind of get an idea of what they're going to look like together.
We want to do a blanket. It takes 6 colors. Well, 7.
7 colors. Yeah.
7 with a border. But
is that going to be our next project, Mindy?
I don't know.
I mean, it's getting right about time to start thinking about blankies.
Blankie. Really
I think it should be.
It.
I think it. Yeah, we haven't talked about it yet. Because we've definitely got what? Well, we've probably only got one more week on these guys. Don't you think?
Maybe.
So maybe we should talk about our next project.
Well, we should. We will talk about it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, people left and right just want my money.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bad Sheep Yarn. I bought some stuff from them last week, and then they had a new color coming out this week, so I had to get that color. So I bought 3 skeins of yarn from her, and I'm hoping they all go together to do something. I don't know what yet. I don't know what yet. And then, yes, somebody asked earlier about the gnomes at Diamond Art Club. Yes, I had to get the gnomes.
Of course.
At Diamond Art Club.
Thank goodness. We talked about them. Mindy and I talked about them, and we thought that they were for Saturday's release. When they showed up. And then Mindy, thank goodness, called me Wednesday morning or Wednesday at noon and was like, that's a Wednesday release. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they're there now. You better go get them. I don't know if they sold out or anything, but.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I didn't want to take the chance.
I know. Because Angie and I have decided we want to do something.
Yes.
You know, Angie and I do November.
This will be our 3rd November.
Is it 3? We done 3?
Yes. This will be our 3rd year.
Wow. So Angie and I are going to do that gnome painting for November. That's what we're going to do.
Yep.
And I was just thinking, I was thinking about it because that's coming up.
Yep.
But then I was like, I have so many gnome paintings I could do.
Oh, I definitely want to do that one.
And I was thinking through which one I would do. And then that came out. And I was like, well, never mind. I'm not going to get to do one of the old ones, am I?
I know.
Nope.
See, I still haven't finished my gnome from last November.
Oh, I did.
So
I did that Sheena Pike. Remember?
Yeah. I was going to just pull him out and try to finish him up. But when that
big one.
When that one came out Wednesday, I had to have that.
Okay, fine. You spent too much on 2 skeins of yarn. Who'd you buy yarn from? I know. We surprised people. That was
Jody did. Yes, she did. Jody, I'm not going to tattletale on her or anything because that's her business.
Where'd you buy yarn from, Jody?
But she spent more on yarn than I've ever spent on yarn.
Did you Arcane? No, they're not that expensive. Where'd you buy yarn from?
I think she said it was from one of her local yarn shops.
Oh, okay. My local yarn shop is having a trunk show this weekend.
I saw that online.
Yeah, and it's it's hand woven, it's spun, you know, it's made of sea silk. What in the world is that?
She said it's very soft.
Silk from the sea? Is that like seaweed? No. I've never heard of such a thing.
I never had either.
Mm-mm. Yeah, so I've been buying some yarn, and now we're talking about Hirschner's because Angie and I want to sample this yarn and see if we like it. I wanted to pick one of each color at first, was what I was going to do.
Yeah, yes. Yes, exactly. And then they do sell it. Did you see that they sell it? If we do like it,
In
they sell it
5
in a
packs.
5-pack. That it's a little bit cheaper.
Yes, but how many packs will you need?
Well, we would have to look at the pattern and see what
That
the
actually
yardage.
has quite a bit of yardage. I started figuring it out the other day. I think it's 284 yards in each of those.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of yardage in those balls.
And I have the amount that you need for all of the squares.
Okay.
I was starting to figure it out, but I didn't get that far. Anyhow, we can figure that out. I don't know if we'll need 5. I don't know if we'll need 5 of each color.
If I have 5 complementary, or I mean, if I have 6 complementary colors, which they of course will be, I'm thinking I could maybe use them for a different project down the road. I'm okay with ordering 5. I like to have yarn on hand.
You're building up your stash, huh?
I have a little bit of something to say about this.
I have a little bit of something to say.
Can I say something? And yeah. I might address it again in my next yarn video.
Yeah.
Because it really pissed me off.
Uh-oh.
It's really, really, really frosting my apples.
It's doing what?
It frosts my apples.
Frosts your apples?
Yep, that's what my grandma used to say. Because my grandma didn't swear. Grandma never swore.
Okay.
If something pissed her off, she would say, that really frosts my apples.
Sea cell. What is sea cell? I don't even know what that is. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so what frosted your apples? Somebody said something.
Yes. So I'm a member of all of these, and as I'm sure most of us are on Facebook, all of these different crafting groups. I'm in cross stitch groups. I'm in diamond painting groups. I'm in, crochet groups. All right. So this one, the administrator of one of these groups made a post that said, please do not post pictures of your hauls, your yarn hauls when you go shopping. And her justification for it was that, we want to see what everybody's creating, not just what they're buying, which, okay, I understand that. But then, so in response to that, some bitter old biddy replies or makes a comment on the post and goes on this page-long rant about how horrible it is, people that find the need to stash yarn and they go shopping and they just gobble up all the sales and they buy all the sales so nobody else gets a chance to purchase anything from the sales. And those people are so greedy and they're show-offs and they don't use it for anything. They just want to have it so they can say they have it and be boastful. But what really got me was her comment about stealing all the sales. You know what I mean? Like, there's no yarn. What she said was, there's no yarn left for the rest of us. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think we're in any kind of yarn shortage. I don't think there's a yarn shortage going on. And if somebody, yes, I have a very large yarn stash, but I don't go shopping very often. And I have insomnia quite a bit. And a lot of times inspiration strikes in the middle of the night, or I see a pattern that I want to try. And it is so nice to just be able to go into my room and
23.
have what I need
Coffee.
for
Let's go outside.
that project.
Sorry, I gotta put this dog out.
But it just really got my goat because, you know, it's fine if you don't believe in that, but to each their own. Live and let live, you know?
So I wonder if it's the same lady that messaged Crystal. Crystal did a little short.
Oh, really?
And
I didn't see that one.
And she read a comment that somebody made about her giveaways and how it's not fair that you just give your yarn in these giveaways to all of the rich people who have all kinds of money anyhow. I've told you before that you should only give your giveaways to people who don't have money to buy yarn. That is so unfair that you do that.
Are you serious?
No.
You know, Crystal buys that yarn with her own money. She doesn't have to give any of it away.
I know. I'm serious. That's what she said. This sounds like the same mindset. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
Same mindset.
Oh, Simply Complicated says chaps my ass. Jody says rubs are rhubarb. Oh, I like that one. Rubs my rhubarb. Exactly. Exactly, Brenda. Like, what difference does it make to you if I have a lot of yarn? You know what I mean? Like, why do you care what I do? Oops, I didn't go back loop only. But I was just thinking to myself, what an unpleasant woman. You know what I mean? Like, how miserable her life must be to have to worry and get upset about that kind of stuff.
Right.
It just like I don't know how everybody's position on this, but I'll tell you mine. You know, people getting so upset if they don't get the cover minder from DAC that they want, or if their cover minder comes broken, to the point that now they're going to stop putting cover minders in.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
so it's like, you know, something they were giving you for free.
Yeah, and you're going to complain about it.
And you're complaining about it.
Uh-huh. I know there are people in the world that you're just like, really?
I know.
Now, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people talk about the whole perforated plastic sheet too.
See, I've only heard about the cover minders. I haven't read anything about the perforated plastic, but I do have an opinion about it.
Oh.
because of course I do.
Yeah. So I mean, there are. Hang on, I gotta let the dog back in.
Okay.
One moment.
Okay.
Yeah, there's people that are saying, I mean, you can't.
You can't please everybody.
Right?
You can't please everybody.
Right. Congratulations, Mary Lou, finished. Yeah. So, you can't please everybody.
No.
And people are going to have an opinion, but it's almost like you're almost afraid some days to even express your opinion about something.
Yes, absolutely.
Even in the most positive of ways. Because people had said things like, well, I'm not interested in the perforated plastic. You know, I don't work that way anyhow. And people just jump on you like, well, you don't have to use it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, you can't even express your opinion. You can't even
express your opinion. I know.
Okay, I get that. And I didn't say, don't do it. I hate it so bad.
Right.
I just said,
that's not how I work. It wouldn't be of any benefit to me.
Right. I'd rather have a cover minder than a perforated plastic sheet cover.
Absolutely. Now, here's my concern, and it might be a completely unwarranted concern. I mean, I might be way out in left field right here. But, you know, most of us have diamond painting stashes that are going to
outlive us
before we get them completed.
No shit.
So my question is, with these perforated plastic covers, that's obviously going to allow some air onto the canvas. It just is. I mean, it's holes in the plastic cover. So some air is going to be getting on there. And I'm talking over the course of 10 years, some air is going to be getting onto that canvas. Is that going to affect the adhesive? And I'm asking the question. I don't know the answer. I wonder.
I wouldn't think so because, I mean, first of all, think about it. That's rolled up tightly as well.
That's true.
In your canvas is rolled up. That plastic is on there pretty tight, and it's all rolled up and in a box. And
that is true.
if you put it back in the plastic sleeve as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Just my thought, but
I don't like the idea of it. Oh, I mean, and I could care less either way. I mean, I if it was up, like if I was making the decision, that wouldn't be my choice.
Right.
You know, because like you said, that's just not the way I work.
Right. I will tell you, I will never tear off those little tiny sheets of plastic.
Never. I just hope that you can still peel it back in one continuous.
They've said that you can. Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
They've said that you can just still peel it back like normal.
Okay, good.
Yeah, my plastic is still on my painting, like the whole sheet right now.
Yeah, I always keep mine on
until it won't stay on anymore.
Until you get down to the last part where it won't, there's nothing left to stick it to.
Yeah. Like I'm about to take mine off my chuck right now because it's just now getting annoying and getting in the way.
Yeah.
Throw a couple more release papers on there and I'll be good. I'm that close to being finished.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do that too. I mean, I leave the plastic cover on as long as I can. And
yeah, you and I work the same way.
Yep.
We like our release papers. We do a row of release papers or whatnot.
Well, because before I found release papers, and we're talking about like in the early days of my diamond painting life, I used to actually cut my plastic off in section. You know what I mean? I would cut a section of plastic off, and that's how I would section off my paintings.
Yeah.
I would put washi tape and grit it, you know what I mean, and then cut along the washi tape. And I didn't really care for that because my old eyes, sometimes I couldn't tell where the plastic stopped and the sticky part began. You know what I mean? And so I was always like sliding drills around trying to put it to the places that weren't exposed.
Right, Sean? I mean, if the glue is going to dry out, it's going to dry out on a painting in a box or a painting hanging on your wall, right?
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about it that way. But yeah, that's a very good point. I did see.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that. Very good point. I know it's funny because, I mean, how long has Diamond Art Club been in business? And I'm only mentioning that because they have the lifetime guarantee on their canvases.
A little over 5 years.
Okay. So it's kind of, if they've only been manufacturing for a little over 5 years, how can they really say it's a lifetime guarantee? You know what I mean? How can they predict how that is going to behave in 20 years, that all your diamonds aren't just going to fall off?
They can't.
Sorry, I'm stomping around.
You are stomping around like an elephant.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
I need some advice.
Okay. Madeline needs advice, everybody.
What shoes should I wear? I have my Doc Martens, they're black, and they're high.
Yes, definitely the Doc Martens.
Or
not white tennis shoes.
Okay.
Not white tennis shoes. I hate white tennis shoes.
I love white tennis shoes. Oh, thanks.
Well,
not with that outfit, anyway.
That was a definitive answer.
Oh,
just not with that outfit. I don't hate them as a general rule. Just...
Oh, okay. That's good. The sock is the same color as my shirt. That's pretty cool.
I'm so glad you bought new socks because your brother's getting pissed off that you keep wearing
I
his
have
socks.
one pair of socks.
Oh, that is
Totally
such
grow
hogwash.
up.
That's hogwash.
I can't wear them anymore. I wear more.
Exactly. You've worn them all. Now he doesn't have any socks to wear. Everybody says hi, Maddie.
Where is she going again?
She's going up north. Up to Houghton Lake.
And she's getting all dressed up to do that?
Yeah, they're going, I don't know. They're going somewhere.
Getting dressed up to go to the lake?
Well, I think they're going like to meet
I'm going
people.
to the bar.
Oh, she's going to the bar.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what do you get so dressed up to go to the lake for? Don't you just throw on some jeans and a sweatshirt and go?
She looks very pretty right now.
Thanks.
Maddie always looks pretty.
Aw.
Thank you.
You can pay me later.
Oh, you know what? I screwed this up somehow.
What'd you do?
I got off pattern. I did a row wrong. My
Uh-oh.
my ribbing. I did it.
Uh-oh.
But that's okay. It'll just make it a little bit.
You're-
Pumpkins aren't uniform.
Look at her. She's not going to take it out and fix it. Nope. Nope.
Nah.
No. She just has.
Those are nice.
$40.
Those would look cute with what you have on.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, wear those.
Yeah.
Those would look cute.
She just has one less rib for pleasure.
Yep. Well, the rib's on the other side,
No.
so it'll just get pleasured on the inside rather than the outside.
Oh, goodness.
And I'm gonna have to make this very long to make it be my big pumpkin.
That's why I made mine wide. I made my strip wide.
Well, mine was already 8.5 inches, so
Yours looks shorter than mine.
does it?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Again. What color are you using? I didn't even look.
The blue.
Oh, the blue. Okay. So we are gonna have ours are gonna be a little bit different.
Blue.
Who are you talking to, Maddie? I don't know who she's talking to.
Herself?
Maybe.
I mean, I do that.
I do too. A lot. All day, every day.
A lot, all day, every day. Okay, let me speak to you as a person who stays home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your husband works, so that doesn't really, it's not exactly the same because you do have a sense of time because when he comes home.
Yeah.
But lately, Dale is willy-nilly. He's all over the place.
Yes.
So some days he goes and he works for this farmer, and other days he doesn't. Today he came home, he went, he's left again. I mean, I never know what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know, there's no consistency here.
Right.
But I have noticed that some days, and I don't know what it is, some days I'll look at the clock and I'll be like, holy cow, it's that late already? And then other days I'll look at the clock and I go, it's only 3 o'clock. Right? Does
Yeah,
that happen?
It happens to me, but it's always the one of holy crap, it's that time already, because I enjoy being home alone during the day. So no matter what time I look at the clock, I'm always calculating, oh, I've only got 3 more hours till everybody gets home.
I see. So yours seems to go
Too
super
fast.
fast.
Yes,
Huh.
definitely.
Well,
Like today, I didn't get anything done that I intended. It just, the day slipped away from me. Slipped right away.
yeah, it's weird. Like evening time, I guess, goes slow. I don't know.
Yeah, the evening goes slow for me too because everybody's home and I want them to leave again.
God. Oh boy. Time is just a funny thing, I guess. Yeah, maybe that's why. Because during the day, I'm trying to do a bunch of stuff. You know, I'm trying to
Yes.
take care of things. I'm trying to film videos. I'm trying to do this, trying to do that. And even though Dale might come home at like 6,
Yes.
you know, I feel like I still had to try to crunch a bunch of stuff into the daytime while he was gone.
Yeah, and see, I don't even get that long because Nate gets home from school at 2:40.
Right. Where is he now? Is he here?
Oh, he went to Sam's after school.
Oh, I was going to say, we didn't hear the arrival of Nate today.
No, I know. Yeah, he went to Sam's after school today.
Right. Who else is trying to suck money out of me? Now Diamond Art Club.
What do they got going on? Are they trying to give you a deal too?
No. I told you earlier that Hannah Lynn hippie chick.
Oh, uh-huh.
I'm like, she's fun. I'm not a Hannah Lynn huge fan, but she's fun. That's my style right there. Give me hippie all day long.
Sean, I agree with you. Jeff keeps talking about retiring, and I'm like, no, dude. If you retire, you better get a second job because I need my time during the day.
Right?
Whoops,
Okay, so here's a prime example. Got up this morning, and I needed to help my dad work on his timeshare, which that worked out well. Ooh, that worked out well.
Good.
Anyhow, I worked on that. And then Dale decided he was going to go try to hang this gate for the farmer.
Mm-hmm.
So he was gone for a little while. I'm handling the timeshare, blah, blah, blah. I get done with that. Did a couple other small, quick little things. And then I'm like, okay, he's still gone dealing with the gate, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to record this video I have to record. So I start recording the video. And I'm in it like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
And he pulls.
And the front door opens and he walks in.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know he was here. I didn't even hear him come in.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, okay, I guess I'm done there. Now I got to edit the crap out of that thing to make it right. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, get this. I can one up you. So remember last week when when I said we were on our live and Jeff was home because he had the day off for homecoming.
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
Bye, have fun. Well, and I said he had gone out to cut the grass.
Yeah.
Then we were talking about him listening to his girl on the radio or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as I got off the live, I heard his bedroom door open. I thought he went out to cut the grass. He never did. He went in his bedroom and was on his iPad looking at Facebook Marketplace. He was so pissed at me. So mad. So mad.
Uh-oh. Because you talked about him?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Absolutely livid. So I've been instructed. I can no longer talk about Jeff. Junie, stop. Maddie, make him stop.
But you talked about him today.
I know, well, he's not here today. I can't get caught today.
We won't tell him.
No, we better not.
He could always go watch it.
He won't do that. Although, after he gave me a stern lecturing last week, he might, just to make sure I didn't
Right?
do it again.
I got busted by my mom once.
You did?
Yeah, I talked about my mom. I said something about my
You
mom.
did?
Oh, yeah, she was, yeah.
What did she say?
I don't know. She was just like, me. Oh, my God. Okay.
Told you not to talk about her?
No, she didn't really say that.
Oh.
She wasn't happy.
Oh.
Yeah, you talk about me to your friends. Your 5,000 friends. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was, he's like, I don't, you know what? I respect, you can talk about yourself all you want, but I respect my privacy and, you know, I don't want my business all over the internet. I'm like, oh my God, shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
See, Dale would kind of be that way. Not I mean, it depends on what I was saying about him. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not like I said, I didn't say anything bad. I just said he listens to a lady on the radio.
Oh, that's what he didn't like.
Yes.
Well, that was the sex lady or something.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not his fault that that's what's on the radio station we listen to.
The sex lady advice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. DAC has new non-DM. Well, okay, I knew that. I knew that because of Kara's with the Hannah Lynn has a 6,000 in it.
Non-DMC colors are labeled as 6,000s. Huh.
Yeah, 6,000. Yep. And she had a blue in the 6,000s.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So they're just colors that they came up with all on their own?
I don't know where they came up with them. I have no idea. And Kara's also had 9 or some bags of black fairy dust.
Oh, wow. 9 bags.
A huge amount. Because you don't handle in all that.
Yes.
Okay, I hate doing straight rows like this. I never get them straight at the end.
You know what? My one end started going a little wonky.
I never get the right
to correct
stitches.
myself.
Do I get the right stitch? Did I get in the last stitch? Is that right? Is that wrong?
You need to go in the very last one, and it doesn't look like it's a stitch, but
I know. And so I always mess that up on a straight row like this. So you know what? I figured I don't care.
Right.
Because this is just going to get seamed together anyhow, and I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this end looks good and nice and straight, but this end is, I did something.
Right?
I did something a little wonky.
Why is that so hard?
I don't know.
Well, at least yours are all doing okay. Let me show you mine.
Angie.
What?
There's Angie is here.
Oh, at least yours are doing like okay, so look at mine. Look at this end. This end just kind of goes like this a little bit.
Oh, uh-huh. Yep.
And then this end goes like this. I don't know. I don't like straight back and forth rows where you got to get that last stitch.
And it doesn't, what makes it a little bit more difficult too is that we're alternating between single and half double.
Right.
Because they look different.
Right.
At the end.
So I'm like, why is this so hard to keep a straight edge?
Different.
Well, I'm glad it's not just me.
No.
I feel better now. Because I was feeling like you are a crappy crocheter, Mindy. You can't do straight freaking edge.
Now
see, it's not that bad that say this was a garment or something. You could put trim on the edge of that.
Yes.
And never know.
You would never know. Yeah.
But
now, if you consistently keep decreasing,
right, then
you've got a problem.
Then you get a smaller little piece of fabric as you go.
Yeah,
that could be an issue. But anyhow,
but being a little wonky isn't going to make a difference,
right? Except
especially not for this.
I'm sitting here doing my single crochet row, and for some reason, I decided to try to do a double crochet or a half double in it. I don't know why.
You felt the need for some variety. This is rather boring.
It is. The bobbles at least gave you something every couple rows.
Right.
The single crochet rows went really fast, and then you got to do that bobble for 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. 10 minutes on that little. Anyhow. Friggin' Halloween candy. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Jeff was telling me Halloween candy was like $30 a bag.
What?
Yeah, for the big bag of like Twix and stuff at Where he said was $30 for the big bag. That's what he told me.
I'm gonna go look now. That seems impossible.
That's what he told me. Maybe he's lying. Jeff's a cheapskate, so he does tend to exaggerate on prices of things sometimes.
I think he exaggerated. Now see, I'm at the end of this, so I did this. Is this my end of my row right here? Yes, I believe so. That's my last stitch. Am I right? Am I right?
I can't see it.
I know you can't.
Oh, Jody, you know what? That's funny. My mom, I was talking to my mom last weekend, and she said that she has had to rebuy her Halloween candy twice already. She bought it once, ate it all, bought it again, and then ate it all again.
Oh my God. We don't even buy Halloween candy. There's no
Well, no, you
reason.
don't live in a neighborhood. We don't either. We don't get trick or treaters, but
No.
we do. We all go to my sister's house because she lives in a neighborhood. And we have a Halloween party at my sister's, and so we all take candy there to pass out.
Well, you know me,
for-
I'm not going anywhere where I purposefully do anything with Halloween and
I
trick
know,
or
and
treat.
I love. I mean, I love Halloween. I love trick or treating. It's like my favorite. I love it. Probably more than Christmas, I think.
No, not this girl. Mm-mm.
I love dressing up. I ordered the cutest Halloween sweat, like a hooded open front sweatshirt on Temu. I hope it's okay. I hope it's good.
Yeah, Linda, stitch markers would be wonderful, except I don't feel like putting stitch markers on this little tiny piece of fabric.
Right, you'd be moving them every
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah. Somebody said candy was like $27.
Oh yeah, Mirror News says
$28.99.
$28.99. So yeah.
Holy cow. I mean, I haven't really looked, but it seems kind of outrageous.
Now was that my single crochet row? Oh,
I can't even find the last stitch of the row, let alone remember what row we're on here.
What the heck am I doing?
What are we doing?
Now, for our third pumpkin, what pattern are we gonna do? Are we gonna do the true cables, or are we gonna do
I don't know. Or a plain one,
or a plain one, or what?
I don't know. I don't know.
I kind of really want to do the cables.
How much yarn is that going to eat up?
Cables shouldn't be bad. Not as much as the bottom.
I don't know that you've sent me a cable pumpkin pattern.
Oh, okay, I will. I know of one.
I've
got one on my mind.
I swear to God, everybody has got a pumpkin pattern these days.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I've got a cable one saved.
There's 7,000 pumpkin patterns out there.
Yes, there are.
Is anybody making pumpkins besides us? That's a good question.
I think people are.
Who's making pumpkins?
Yeah, who's making pumpkins? Oh, Jody was swearing at us the other day.
Why?
Well, because she was a little bit late doing her socks. And so she sent me a picture. She had gorgeous yarn. And she was almost to the heel. And then later on that night, she texted me and said, F you, F you, F you about the heel.
Oh, the heel stick.
Yeah.
I'm liking my second one. I will say that. I like my second one. My second sock is turning out good, and I'm working on it. I am working on it.
I haven't touched it since our last live that we worked on it. They're sitting right next to my chair out there. I need, and I'm so close. I mean,
Well, I decided I just wanted to get it finished so I could have that project finished, although I have not finished my flip-flops. I just keep resisting sewing that mandala thing on my flip-flop.
I've got everything sewed on, but I think I never wove in my ends. That's where I'm at with the flip-flops.
And the stupid flip-flops are sitting on my coffee table. They're just taking up space. I'm like, why don't I just sew this stupid mandala on the flip-flop and be done with it?
Well,
maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make myself do that after I finish the sock before I start something else.
Okay, I can one up you. Oh, did you ever finish the sweater that we made this spring? The that we used the True Boo yarn for?
think I need to do trim.
Okay. I thought, yeah, because last time we talked, I didn't think you had finished it.
No, I think I need to do the trim around the inner,
Now, I did finish that one. All ends woven in, completely done with that one. But
You
I
gave it
still,
away or something, didn't
yes,
you?
I gave it to my mother-in-law. But I still haven't finished the straps on my bag.
Well, I know that's kind of been my plan is to finish up some things. But
Oh,
I
you still,
really,
and actually, you still have to sew your flap on your or did you do that since last we talked?
on my pillow.
On your pillow, yeah. Did I lose you? Hello? Hello? Mindy? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Oh, Sherry can hear me. I can't hear Mindy. Can anybody hear Mindy? Oh, Mindy's frozen. Okay. All right. Good. It's not me. I mean, not good. It's not good that Mindy's frozen, but I was worried that it was me. And oh, she's totally gone now. Well, she'll come back. She'll come back. I'll hold down the fort. But yes, that's a good idea. We should have a finish things live. Who said that? Melinda, yes. Finish things up live. Actually, there's another, Mindy and I had talked about it a little bit. There's another shop hop, yarn shop hop coming up. I think it's the first week in November, and it goes from it starts on a Thursday. So we were trying to work out, it's the Southeast Michigan shop hop, and we were trying to work out when we're going to go. And I had thought, wouldn't it be fun if we, went on Friday and did our yarn live while we were yarn shopping, and we could you guys could shop with us. I don't know. I thought that was a kind of a cute idea, something a little bit different. So I don't know. We talked about it. We'll probably talk about it some more. I don't know for sure if we'll do that, but it was an idea. See, yeah, I think that would be fun, huh, Melinda? Yeah, see? I think that'd be a good time too. And we could show you the yarns we're looking at and the different shops. I think that would be a really good time. You could ride with us in the car from shop to shop. Go on a road trip with us. Oh, she's back.
Well, hi.
Hi, what happened to
I
you?
lost power.
Oh, heavens. In your house?
Yeah, the power flashed off.
Oh.
And it just flicked off and came right back on.
Interesting.
So then I tried to get back into the video, into StreamYard and stuff, and it told me I didn't have any internet. And I'm like,
no.
what is going on? So it just took it a second to wake up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what in the world was that about? I'm glad you're still here just talking to people.
Well, at first I thought it was me because all of a sudden I couldn't hear you. I thought something would happen with me, and then you were just gone.
I was gone.
You
Kicked
were just
me right
gone.
out, and
Said,
that was weird.
It's her live. She'll be back.
I know. I don't know why it did that. It is very windy.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not windy at all here. That's so odd how weather can differ so much just in the short distance we are apart.
Mm-hmm. But I tell you what, it freaked out my dogs because all the things make noise and stuff.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
They're both sitting right here beside me.
Oh, I was telling everybody about we've got another shop hop coming up.
Yeah.
And we talked about maybe going on Friday and doing our live while we shop hopped.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, look at how wonky I'm getting now.
Mine. I know.
I'm all kinds of wavy. Oh, maybe it's just, you know what? No, that looks better. Maybe here, I'll just stretch it out a little bit. It looks fine.
The bobble one didn't do this.
No, it didn't. And I'm not counting my stitches or anything. So
That could be the problem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have no idea how many stitches I'm even supposed to have.
Uh-huh. I'm counting right now. Because my last one, I noticed my row was really, really wrong.
Okay, so that was my half double row. Okay.
41, 42, 43, 44. And then
yes, Melinda, it's going to be a rustic pumpkin. It's going to be very, yes. You know, things in nature are not perfect. They're not a perfect shape.
So,
very true to life.
Talking about going live, where would we go live at?
Well,
would we go live in the car? Would we go live in the stores?
Yeah, we'll just
would we
take
go
them with us? Yes.
But you know, okay, we go live for an hour and a half.
Yeah, so we'll go to a couple stores and they can ride in the car with us and
from store to store. So it has to be close together, stores.
Yeah.
Otherwise, look at Deborah's like, put them stitch markers in there. And we're both like, no, we don't want to get the stitch markers. No. Oh,
it'll be fine.
We're just sewing up the edge anyhow. We don't care.
It'll stretch.
Nobody will know.
Nope. Nobody will ever know. Do you ever watch those videos on it's like a I think it's a TikTok thing. People make videos and there's like they use the same voice or whatever, but they do different things in the video behind, to the voice. And the person says, they're going to know. They're never going to know. They're not going to know. They're going to know.
Yeah.
They'll never know.
These
yes,
people,
everybody here will know. You're
these
right,
people know. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. There's 29 people here.
Watching us make wonky edges.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, well. We'll be, you know what? We'll do it perfect when we have a project that requires perfection.
There you go.
This project does not require perfection.
Well, you know what? I'd like to see the person who does a perfect crochet project.
Exactly.
Perfect to the letter, to the T, to the,
Yeah. I mean, you're always going to have, at the bare minimum, a little snag or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yarn split or,
Uh-huh. I missed a couple threads there. Whoops.
Yeah.
Somebody's done something. You know that.
I was just thinking about that last night. I was cross stitching and, people who are, and I'm a very amateur cross stitcher, but people who are, really expert cross stitchers make a big deal about what the back of their project looks like.
Oh.
And I'm like, who the hell cares? You're not looking at the back. If somebody wants to look at the back of my project, that's just, I don't care what the back looks like.
No.
So I've got snags and knots and everything, and I just stitch right over them.
Yeah. I mean, I would have been like that. When I was cross stitching, I would be like that too.
Yeah.
I don't care what the back looks like.
I don't care what the back looks like.
Who cares that I traveled from one side of the fabric to the other side of the fabric?
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
Who cares?
Yeah, the one I'm working on right now has here, I'm going to grab it and show you. You got it. I'm making it for Maddie. And so I didn't want to show you when Maddie was here.
Well, that makes sense. Listen to her. She's off in the.
I can't. You know what? I forgot. My pattern is on my iPad, and I'm filming on my iPad, so I can't show you what it's going to look like. But this is what I've got done so far.
Just bottle that.
And it's going to say
shit up.
It's going to say just bottle that shit right up.
Yeah.
And then it has a little medicine bottle, and on the medicine bottle it says emotions.
Oh.
Because that's what Maddie and I always do.
Bottle
we always
up.
say, bottle up your emotions. Just shove that shit. If you ever feel emotional, just shove it back down.
Oh boy.
Put it back in there.
That's funny.
But see, there's like little stitches out here in the middle of nowhere, like one stitch.
Sure. So what are you gonna do?
I traveled. I dragged that sucker across.
See, your back looks pretty good.
My back looks pretty good.
It does. You can still read it. Just bottle. That's a little wonky, but
yeah. Well, yeah, I traveled with the white quite a bit. But I knew that I was covering it up with black because the black is going to go all the way around.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, that.
Got ya.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just started this last night.
Wow, you got a lot done.
Yeah.
Oh, but you stayed up all night.
I did stay up all night.
So that's like 8 hours or 9 hours worth of work.
Oh, it's from 9 o'clock last night until probably 12 hours.
12 hours worth of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. This seems, I feel like this should be gone further. That's not what I meant. I feel like I
should be bigger now.
Gotten further on this already.
I feel like it should be bigger by now.
But we're wider.
Yes, we are wider.
And I made mine even a little wider than yours. So I don't know. It's just simple stitches though.
Yeah. Right. It's not growing very fast because they're single crochets. But I don't think I would want to get into any longer of stitches because then you're going to be able to see through it and see your
right.
See your stuffing. You don't want to see your stuffing.
I don't want to see stuffing. No.
The only time I want to see stuffing is at Thanksgiving. You know what? And I tried so hard to get out of cooking Thanksgiving dinner this year. I remember last year I told everybody it was my last year.
And you're doing it again?
Yes.
Why? And you have to do all of it.
Yeah. Well, no, my friend Sarah helps.
Why do you do all that, Angie?
I don't know. I'm a sucker.
Why do you do this to yourself?
I know. I don't know why I do it to myself. And I had, I told you I had all those Christmas Afghan kits in my Hirschner's cart.
You're not making Afghans for people.
John's voice was in my head as I was looking at my cart and all those Afghan kits.
Whose voice?
John. Or Joe. I'm sorry, Joe. Joe's voice was in John. I don't know why I said John. Joe's voice was in my head because he's been getting on me about not committing to homemade gifts for Christmas this year. Because the last 2 years I've stressed myself right out over it.
Don't do it.
I know. Last year I made everybody Afghans, but I made them just like normal Afghans. So I thought, well, I could make everybody a Christmas Afghan.
No, go dump them out of your cart.
I know. I'm going to.
Get rid of them.
There's a couple of them that I want, though.
Get rid of them. Just think, we're going to do Nature's Walk. Are we going to we're going to do Nature's Walk.
Yes, are we going to do that next?
I don't know. What do people think? What do they want to do? If we haven't done a blanket in a while.
We have not done. We have never done a blanket, have we? Oh, yes, we did. We did that one. We did one blanket.
That one I did. I love that blanket too.
Yes, that is a very nice. And I made 2 of those, remember?
Yeah, I only did the one, but it's on the back of my chair and it just stays there.
I gave both of mine away.
I've never given. I have not given away a crochet project.
I think I have given away more than I have kept.
I mean, since I've gotten back into crochet, I haven't given stuff away.
Yeah, I've given away more than I've kept.
I get very attached to them for some reason.
Oh, you know what was nice though? You know that shawl that I showed you that I made with that sequin yarn?
Oh, I lied. I gave a shawl away. Two shawls. Okay.
The shawl I made with the sequin yarn and I showed you guys a couple weeks ago or maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
So last week for homecoming, it was quite chilly, and Nate's date had like a sleeveless dress, and so it matched her dress perfectly, and she wore it all night, and it looked so pretty
Nice.
on her. Yeah. So it was nice to like see it get some use,
I gave a shawl to my mom, and then I just ended up getting it back. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. So I gave it away, but got it back. And then I believe I sent one to Jeanette in Canada. I did.
You know what the thing with shawls is? I really enjoy making them,
But not wearing them.
Yeah, they just don't seem practical for wear for me, for personally. Do as I'm told by Mindy. Usually do, Mary Lou. I usually do. That was 2 years ago. I made the Christmas tree skirts, Brenda. Last year was Afghan. 2 years ago was tree skirts.
Yeah, this is definitely not straight edged. Definitely.
No, mine's really bad. I'm not going to even lay it flat anymore to show anybody because it's
embarrass yourself.
Yeah, it's embarrassing at this point.
I mean, this edge over here is not bad except for where I started down here. I got a
little whoop.
This one's just kind of all over the place though. It's not horrible, I guess. They're fiddly. Yeah, you gotta like get a shawl pin and attach them puppies to you or something.
Yeah.
But it depends. Here's my thought. Now, there's shawls that are simple shawls.
Yes.
And there's shawls that are very fancy shawls.
Yes.
Now, I've seen some really pretty, beautiful, fancy shawls.
Yes.
And they're very large.
Yes.
And so people actually take those shawls and just wrap them around themselves more like a scarf.
Right.
So there's that. Next shawl I make is going to be one of the nice fancy shawls, which are larger. I mean, if you look at watch Gary from Urban Yarn.
Well, that Klazania is that I know I'm not pronouncing that right, but the Klazania shawl that I made, that's a big fancy shawl. And it's gorgeous. It's beautiful, but I just don't have occasion to really wear it.
And when we go to these yarn things, these yarn crawls and fiber festivals and stuff, you see people all the time with some of those shawls just wrapped around like a scarf around their neck. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm, that's what I'm going for.
I wear sweaters a lot, and so I tend to that's what I kind of tend to gravitate towards when I'm gonna make something for myself. That's just because that's what I enjoy wearing.
Yeah. And I have yet to make a pullover sweater. I've made one cardigan. We made that crochet top, which I have not worn anywhere.
I have made, excluding that top, the summer top we made, I've made myself pullover. I've made the one I just finished. Then I have 2 Nora ones. Then I have the pink one. So 4 pullover sweaters and 2 cardigans. And I wear them all the time.
Yeah, I made my one cardigan. I really would like to make another cardigan. That's why I was watching that one chick. Who is it? Oh, we know who she is. Somebody. Gary and
somebody.
The name of
Evelyn and Peter.
Yes. That's the one. Evelyn and Peter. She's got a new cardigan.
Well, I really you should check out Just Vintage Crochet, the one that she just put up 2 days ago. That it's cute. I think you would like it.
Is she the one that was doing all them old patterns?
Yes, that's why it's called Just Vintage Crochet. And this one is a pattern from the 70s.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's,
I've tried.
You wouldn't, but Mindy, if you saw this sweater, it does not look like a 70s sweater. It looks like something you would wear today.
I've been trying. I tried to watch her at one point, and I just didn't find. I don't know.
She's not. Yeah, she's not.
I wasn't drawn to her.
Exactly. I'm not exactly drawn to her, but I am drawn to those vintage patterns. So I kind of tough it out.
I don't think I am. I think that's my issue. I don't think I'm drawn to those.
Yeah, I like them.
I don't know.
But this latest one, if you saw this sweater, you would never know that it's a vintage sweater. Hi, April.
Well, Angie, you know what?
Yeah?
We should probably get off here. We've been on here a while.
Oh my goodness. I didn't realize how late it was.
I know.
Heavens. Okay,
Went on
so
4:00.
yeah.
I
So
guess we're
homework
gonna
is
finish working
to
on this
finish
pumpkin.
Finish this pumpkin and we'll stuff it, seam it and stuff it together next week.
Yeah.
And then we will have some definite plans for what we're going to do for our next project so that everybody can get their yarn.
Yeah, if you guys want to look at it, just look up Nature's Walk.
Nature's Walk by, who's the designer?
I don't know. But if you look up Nature's Walk, it's going to come up.
Yeah, just Google Nature's Walk.
It's a free pattern.
Yep.
Well, they're different squares. And there's 6 squares that are free. And they're all named after something nature. And they're supposed to look like something in nature. And there's 4 that you can buy, that you can purchase, but we're not looking at purchasing the 4.
We're just going to do the 6
that
are
free ones.
And for it, you need 6 color or 7 color. Well, 6 colors of yarn, but then a 7th for your border and joining.
Yeah. Yeah. So whatever you think would look good to join them all together.
And you could use any weight. I think he did it in DK.
DK. Mm-hmm.
But
we're looking at that DK weight from Hirschner's. That's why we both want to order some and try it.
Yep, it's called Willow Daily.
See
if
what
anybody's interested. Yeah. Oh, we shouldn't have said that because now all you people are going to go steal up all the deals.
Oh my God, right? Oh my. Oh, your vest is what, Mary Lou? What are you making a vest out of that's costing you that much?
What's Mary Lou doing?
Working on a vest that's going to cost her as much as a truck payment.
Oh my goodness.
Like what?
Is she making it 100% cashmere?
I don't know. All righty. Well, we'll let you guys go and we're going to crochet the rest of our rectangle here. I'm going to be in the same boat I was the last time, I think, since I made this wider now.
Oh, you think you're going to run out of yarn again?
I'm just going to go until I can't make any more.
Mm-hmm.
Leave enough to sew it together.
Yep.
And that's how big it will be.
And that's how big it shall be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to be a fairly, well, it doesn't even look like it's that much bigger than the last one. Because I'm not doing it right. That's no. No, that would be the way it goes. It just gets taller. It doesn't feel like it's much wider. It doesn't feel any wider at all. I don't know.
Doesn't it? Mine definitely is.
I don't know.
Mine's short. I just got to make sure mine gets longer.
Right. And these ends are just.
My ends are terrible.
These edges are just ridiculous.
I might take Deborah's advice and throw a stitch marker in because mine are getting really bad. I think I'm starting to decrease over here on this side.
I like the edge by your phone where you've got like a little scallop.
I've got a little. Whoop.
I like the scallop.
Look, but I can fix that. Watch.
Yeah, put it on there. Put it on your left side over there. I don't. Yeah, these are wonky as all get out.
No.
Oh boy. Okay, we will let you guys go. And my dog is hiding underneath the desk now. She's never going to come out again.
Oh, great.
All right.
All right. We'll
See you
talk to
guys next week, you
later.
guys. Bye.
Bye. All right.